everybody, Joyce here with the Traveling Gamblers, and I am here with Jon. Hello, Jon.
Hello, Joyce.
And Jon and I are on the Celebrity Apex, and it is embarkation day. We just got on the ship, and we are about to do a full ship tour. We will go deck to deck and show you every inch of the public areas on the ship, and we want to take you along. We are at the beginning of our tour on deck 2, forward elevator bank, and the only thing located here is the medical facility. But I think it's important for everybody to know where it is. So you would take the forward elevator bank all the way down to deck 2, and immediately off the elevator bank is the medical facility. And you can make an appointment, you can walk in, but if you are sick, they ask you to call from your cabin. And that's it on 2 forward. Let's go to 2 aft and we'll see you there. Here we are at the elevator bank aft on deck 2. And the only thing located here forward of this elevator bank is destination gateway and the basement and some restrooms. The destination gateway is where you go to get off the ship when we are in a port. It is also known as the gangway. Before we get there though, I'm gonna show you, this is the basement. And we're in luck because the door is usually locked, but today I'm gonna be able to go in and show you around a little bit. This is a hangout room for the teenagers, and they have a full schedule of events. Here is a breakdown of the hours. And the app is a really good way to keep updated with what's going on in here. And it's just a fun place for teenagers to come and hang out without their parents, meet some other cruisers, make some new friends and memories. It's an awesome space. I wish they had something like this when I was a kid. Over here they have some arts and crafts. And one more section over here, they've got some games with some computer consoles. So they can sit and play some games. And it looks like they have some games here, these like cubbies. How cool is that? So there's 3 of those. And then here's just a quick look at their whole room. Love it. Great space. Okay, now we're gonna head back out and we are gonna show you Destination Gateway. It's not a whole lot to see. As I said, this is where you would go to exit the ship when we are in port. And there's usually a big sign that will show you where we are. Here we go. This sign shows you what port we're in, and it will show you the back on board time. So it's nice as you're leaving the ship. You can know exactly where you are, and you can also know what time back on board is. That's all aboard, so you don't miss the ship. And then there's a crew area over here, so you see some crew walking around. And then you just go out over there normally, and that's where you would exit the ship. And now we are going to head up to deck 3 forward, and we'll see you there. Here we are on deck 3 forward elevator bank. And the only thing located here besides staterooms is Camp at Sea. And this is basically the kids' activity spot. And it's empty right now because we are on the ship early. And I'm just gonna take a quick walk through. I don't know if you can see that. This is a sample of some of their activities. And it's also on the app and on the Celebrity Today, which is what is in your cabin every day. So it's dark. Let me see. Let's take a quick peek around. The lights are off. But they have games and Legos and basketball and little kitchen set. And this looks like some tables for some Legos or some building things. Like I said, the lights are off. No one's here, so I don't want to turn on any lights. It's not my place to do that. We're lucky to actually see inside. We typically don't get to see inside. And there's a restroom. And there's some little cubbies. Looks like a little beehive. And this is an area for them to probably watch movies and maybe some small group activities. Got some video game consoles over here on the wall. Very cute space. Okay, that does it for us on deck 3 forward. I will see you on deck 3 aft. So here we are at the elevator bank on deck 3, and it's the aft elevator bank. Deck 2 and deck 3 are a little bit tricky on the Edge Class series. They don't go all the way through. They have staterooms in the middle, and then there's also walls, so you can't walk straight through. So aft of 3 is where Normandy and Tuscan are, and we'll show you that in a minute. But right now, we're gonna go to forward of the elevator banks and show you guest relations, the I Lounge, the Grand Plaza, and the Martini Bar. And then at the forward elevator banks, we showed you already Camp at Sea. So coming off of the deck 3 aft elevator banks, headed in the forward direction, here you will find a very large open space. And on this side is the I Lounge. This is where you would come for any internet issues in any way, shape, or form. All things internet, ship's Wi-Fi happen here. There's a representative here certain hours. There are laptops here on the tables that you can see. These are for use for free, complimentary use while you're on board, but you do have to use your own Wi-Fi package. They do have some items for sale over there. They have some retail items as well. You can inquire about those while you're on board if you're interested. And then at the other end is guest relations. This is the guest relations area on the Edge Class series. They all look the same. And they have 3 podiums with 2 agents at each that are here to assist you, and they know exactly what they're doing. So anything that you need, they are here to help with. It's a wonderful space. Hello.
Good morning.
You're gonna be on YouTube. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are celebrity. Thank you for the opportunity.
And then moving in the forward position towards the forward of the ship, we come into the Grand Plaza, also the location of the Martini Bar. On the older ships, they would call this the Grand Foyer. On the Edge Class series, they call it the Grand Plaza. And it is beautiful. It's stunning. It really, truly is. When we're up on deck 4, I will show you an image from up above, and it is just gorgeous. Over here, there's a staircase that goes down to the destination gateway. So there's another way to access the exit for the ship when you're in port. And this is the wonderful Martini Bar and the gorgeous chandelier. Oh, wait till you're on this ship. It is so beautiful. So in the evenings, they play live music here. And sometimes in the afternoon on a sea day, they have quite loud music playing, so I hope that you can hear me okay. And this is open to decks 4 and decks 5. So you can watch some of the activities and things from up above. That's Cafe El Baccio up there. So you could actually sit at Cafe El Baccio and people watch. You could listen to the music down here that's being played. It's really a wonderful space. And of course, there's that terrific martini bar. Here we are at deck 3, aft elevator bank.
Again.
And aft of the elevator bank, we will show you the Normandy restaurant, the Tuscan restaurant, and restrooms. Normandy and Tuscan are 2 of the 4 main dining rooms where you would eat breakfast and dinner. And on sea days, they have lunch in one of the main dining rooms, typically Cosmopolitan. And we'll talk more about the main dining room situation when we get there. That's what we're gonna go see right now. So when you come off the elevator bank, you're going to head in the aft direction. And you can see here, there's a sign that directs you. As I said, this is 2 of 4 of the main dining rooms. So I can explain a little bit now as I walk. On most cruise ships, there is 1 main or 2 main dining rooms where the majority of the passengers eat breakfast and dinner. There's also the buffet. And then if you are in Aqua class, you would eat in Blue. And if you are in a suite, you would eat in Luminé. This is Tuscan. And they, on the Edge series ships, they have broken it down into 4 specialty dining rooms that are complimentary, included in your fare. And this is one of them. So it's Italian inspired. It's a beautiful room. So they're smaller, more intimate dining rooms, and each one is a specific theme inspired menu. Each dining room has its own decor and its own setup, and the menu is fabulous. So you can eat here any night, every night of your cruise if you choose. You can eat one night in each one of them and decide which one you like. Here in the foyer area, there's a different display on each one of the Edge class ships, and this is a sundial. It's absolutely beautiful. The decor and the artwork on this ship is gorgeous. This is Normandy, and it's just across the way from Tuscan, again on deck 3 aft. And Normandy is a French-inspired theme. And as you can see, the decor and the setup is very different than Tuscan that we were just in. But so beautiful. And the food is wonderful here. I have to say, the food is wonderful in all of the restaurants on the Apex. Now we're going to head to deck 4, and we'll see you there. So here we are on deck 4, forward elevator bank. And we'll get to aft later. Right now, we're gonna show you the theater and the meeting place. This is the theater, and the theater on the Edge class series is absolutely gorgeous. There's 2 decks to the theater. It spans decks 4 and 5. And right here to the immediate right is a staircase that goes up to deck 5. So if you don't see seating, or you don't like it down here, or your friends or family are up on 5 and you came in on 4, you can always go up the stairs, or you can go back out to the elevator bank. They have the most amazing back screen, and they just utilize that to add to the shows that they do. It's gorgeous in here. It is state of the art. Absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend that you go to the shows. Celebrity does it a little bit differently from other cruise lines. They have a different show every single night. I'm gonna go out the other side so that you can see. They have a show typically at 7:30 and 9:30. And on a 7-night cruise, they typically have 3 guest entertainers and 4 production shows. And I highly recommend you go to all of them. If you miss a show on a certain day, they don't repeat them. I highly recommend you do that. They're very, very talented. And coming out of the theater on the opposite side is a place called the Meeting Place. And the Meeting Place is for a large group meeting place. It's exactly what it says. So it's more for like companies that come on as a group, or if it's a large travel group together. So it's a meeting room. Walk back through the forward elevator bank, because just past it, now we're headed in the aft direction. You can see here on the wall, it says aft, the arrow pointing this way. This is the club. The club is where they have some shows, but they also do a lot of their games and events. And it's a fun space. They do trivia in here, and they have something called Frisky Feud, and all sorts of things. My daughter and I played a game, and it was kind of like the $100,000 pyramid, where you had to get, one person gave clues and the other person had to guess what it was. It was a lot of fun. But they have something every day in here. So there's 2 decks to it. It's on decks 4 and deck 5. They have their own bar, and they have servers walking around, and they have the large screen, and they actually show movies in here as well. So sometimes there's a movie playing during the day. And then again, you can see up there on deck 5, and we'll take you up there when we go on deck 5. So that's the club. And now we're going to head back out. This is another small meeting room. It connects to the meeting place. And directly across, oh, let me just point this out quickly. There's an ATM machine here for your convenience. And then directly across from the club is another store called Spirited. And in Spirited, they sell celebrity logo items, hats, shirts. This is where you can buy your liquor to take home. Like I said, they have celebrity logo things. And then the second half of the store is makeup, skincare, things of that nature. It's currently closed because we are embarking today. Then right past that is the shore excursions. This is where you would come to book a shore excursion or inquire about a shore excursion that you booked ahead of time. They have these kiosks. You just tap your room key, and there are lovely representatives here to help you that know exactly what they're doing. So if you have difficulty, they will assist you. And directly opposite that is Future Cruises. Future Cruise is where you would book a future cruise. And they have 5 desks with 5 representatives, and they have certain hours that they're here. And there you go. And they will help you book another cruise while you're still on board, and they always have some kind of a promotion, so it's a good deal. It's a good time to book another cruise when you're on a cruise. And then right past the shore excursions is the studio, and that's where you would make an appointment to have a private photography session for your family or your group. Hi. And there's not a charge for the actual session, but you pay for the photos that you choose to take. And they have all different kinds of photo option packages. And speaking of photos, just past the studio is the photo area. They have these kiosks. You just swipe your room key. All the photos that are associated with your cabin will come up, and you choose which ones you want. So don't be afraid to have your photo taken during the cruise. You don't pay for anything unless you choose to buy them. And just past that is one of mine and John's favorite spots, Cafe El Baccio. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to do a voiceover on this because the music's so loud, but there's Cafe El Baccio. And you would come here they serve all kinds of drinks, not just coffee. They have coffee, tea, they have iced coffees, hot coffees, teas. They have like a 10-page menu, and they all come at a charge. So if you have the classic drink package, you can get most of the items on the menu. If you have the premium package, you can get all of the items on the menu. If you want something to go, you come here to the counter and they will give it to you in a to-go cup. If you want something to stay, you just have a seat at one of these beautiful, comfortable chairs in this big open space. There's John over there working. I don't know if you can see that. There he is. He's editing some videos. And they will come to your table and serve you. And I think I saw them starting to bring out some of the cakes and pastries. Here we go. And these change every day. In the morning, they put out morning pastries and croissants. And at noon, they switch them over and put out cakes and tarts and cookies, etc. And again, complimentary. Drinks have a charge. They're doing work or something, maintenance outside, so I'm sorry if it's noisy. And just opposite Cafe El Baccio is the Le Grand Bistro. And they have breakfast here for the Captain's Club, Elite, Elite Plus, and Zenith. They have a complimentary continental breakfast here, but they also serve lunch. And then in the evening, this is the La Petite Chef, and it's a specialty restaurant. You would pay for it. It's a separate charge. And it's a nice open space. It's open to the Grand Plaza. And these are some of the cakes and pastries that they have. And these all come as a charge. The items are $2 a piece across the board, it looks like. But again, you can always get something over at Cafe El Baccio complimentary, besides these that are purchased. And just past Le Grand Bistro is Craft Social. It is a sports beer bar. It's a great hangout, and it's just outside the casino as well. Not the biggest space. If you guys are used to the Craft Social on the S-Class ships, the Solstice class ships, it's much larger on those ships. They've completely redesigned it for the Edge class series, and it's a beautiful space. And they have one very large screen and then 4 smaller screens, and they show a good portion of the sporting events that are televised on land. And in the center of it all, I told you earlier I would show you, this is the Grand Plaza from above and the martini bar. And that beautiful chandelier. Gorgeous.
Here's an interesting little fact. Neither the Apex or the Edge have a world-class bar on them, but the Beyond does, which makes me wonder if they realized that maybe it was a mistake to not have it on these 2 ships. There is an entrance to the casino. There are a total of 3 entrances, and I will point out the other 2. As we continue on deck 4 in the aft direction, We are coming up on some of the retail stores. And as a point of reference, there is Cafe El Baccio behind us.
And there's a watch store. Time is now. And here is the casino. There's another entrance to the casino. There's a total of 3. 1 by Craft Social, 1 here, and then 1 just off of the Cosmopolitan. And I'm gonna walk through the casino from the other end. I'm just gonna give a quick walkthrough because we did a full tour. And here is a jewelry store called The Gem. And just past the jewelry store is a store called Sense of Self. And they sell purses, some costume jewelry, some clothing, things of that nature. Just past that is the ladies' room. So if you're at Cafe El Baccio or in the casino, this would be your closest restroom. And then of course here is Cyprus and the Cosmopolitan. This is Cyprus, and Cyprus has a Mediterranean theme. And again, this is one of 4 of the main dining rooms where you would eat breakfast or dinner. And you can see it's yet a different decor from the other 2, Tuscan and Normandy, that we showed you. All beautiful, and the menus are wonderful. And then across the way, let me first point out, here's a staircase. So this staircase goes up to deck 5, and blue is just up there. And this staircase goes down to deck 3, which takes you down to Tuscan and Normandy, where we showed you earlier. So you have easy access to all 4 main dining rooms right here in this same location. This is the Cosmopolitan, and it is I call it American themed. And again, a gorgeous space. This is all their wine. And it is just really beautiful in here. Every dining room on the Edge Class series, they're absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice. And in my experience, you don't need reservations. A lot of people try to make reservations online before they get on the ship. And these main dining rooms function really the most at a walk-in. I have found that between the hour of 5:30 and 6:30 is the best time to go. It is when it is the most quiet. From 6:30 on, there's typically a little bit of a line at each one of them. So those are your 4 main dining rooms. We're now going to continue through the casino. I'm just going to do a quick walk through the casino because Jon and I did a full casino tour, and you can see that on our YouTube channel as well. Just search for the full casino tour on the Apex. And I'm just going to go over here and stand in the middle and show you a quick view of the whole casino. And if you're interested in seeing it in more detail, I show every machine and every table very slowly and specifically. Here is the deck 4 elevator bank. This is the other side that exits into the casino. As I was saying, if you want to see the machines in more detail, you can look for our full casino tour. And that does it for deck 4 aft. We will see you on deck 5.
If you haven't done so already, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. You just tap subscribe below this video. Turn on the notification bell, and that will let you know of any new videos that we post.
Here we are on deck 5, forward elevator bank. And forward of the forward elevator bank, you'll find the theater, concierge and captain's club, and the restrooms. And then we will head aft on deck 5 and show you Eden, Blue, Fine Cut Steakhouse, which is a specialty restaurant that has a fee, Raw on 5, also a specialty restaurant, deck 5 of the club, the art gallery, some additional retail shops and restrooms. So forward of deck 5 elevator bank is deck 5 of the theater. And it's just the upper level of the Celebrity Theater. And here's the staircase, so you can go down to deck 4 from inside the theater. And this is deck 5. Again, gorgeous theater. Zoom in a little bit on that. Looks like a giant aquarium, fish tank. Look at that. Looks like there's shark swimming. That's very cool. Okay, let's continue on. Now we're gonna go to the other side of the theater, exit from there, because just across from the exit is the Captain's Club and Concierge office. And if you are in a concierge cabin, this is where your concierge would be. Let me just show you, there's a ladies' room and a gentleman's room. Restrooms just outside the theater. So this is the Captain's Club and Concierge office, and this is where you would come. Again, as I was saying, if you're in a concierge cabin, this is where your concierge would be to assist you with anything that you need during the length of your cruise. And then also Captain's Club Ambassador, if you have anything that you need, any questions or anything about your Captain's Club. I don't know, the door's closed. Let's see if we can take a peek in. Oh, okay, it's closed, so let's see. Oh, we can at least look through the door. So it's a little office. There's one desk for the concierge and one desk for the Captain's Club Ambassador. And that is the place you'd go if you have any questions regarding either of those. And now we're going to continue in the aft direction on deck 5. And this is deck 5 level of the club. Just gonna do a quick walkthrough to show you what it looks like up here. Some nice, comfy, cozy seating areas. It's a great place to come and sit. Along this wall is a great spot to sit for some of the shows that they do, because you're above everyone else's head, so no one's in your way. So I highly recommend grabbing these seats if you're interested in being up front and center. And there you go. And that's the club on deck 5. And just outside of the club on deck 5 forward is the art gallery. Celebrity, as well as a lot of other cruise lines, have a partnership with Park West Galleries. They have live art auctions on the ship that you can attend for free. I highly recommend you do one. Go to one. You're going to learn something for sure. You absolutely do not have to buy anything. There's no commitment whatsoever. But it's interesting. I like to learn different things. It's definitely an experience you won't get on land very easily anyway, to go to a fine art auction. And they give away free champagne. What? And continuing in the aft direction, on deck 5, a lot of the passengers are starting to get on the ship now. Up here on our left is Raw on 5, the sushi restaurant, and it is a specialty restaurant that has an additional charge. I highly recommend if you're going to do a specialty restaurant that you book it ahead of time and pay for it online before you get on the ship, because they always have discounts online and those discounts go away as soon as you get on the ship. So if you want to eat in a specialty restaurant and you know which one, book it ahead of time.
And there's a close-up of that beautiful chandelier. Isn't it gorgeous? And it is overlooking the Grand Plaza. And it's starting to get a little hustle bustle down there. Starting to get more and more passengers on the ship. And over here on my left is a staircase that goes down to deck 4. And it brings you right into Cafe Al Baccio.
And if we cross over here, this is Fine Cut Steakhouse, which is the steak specialty restaurant on the ship. John and I actually ate at Fine Cut on the Beyond a couple weeks ago, and we have a video of that. So if you'd like to check that out, it's the same restaurant, basically the same between the Edge Class series. And that is Fine Cut. Again, if you want to eat here and you know that ahead of time, make your reservation and book and pay for it online before you come on the cruise. And then this is a little foyer area for the high-end shopping. Right here we have Bulgari. And across the way we have Cartier. And this is an awesome photo op. And this is deck 5 aft elevator bank. So deck 5 walks all the way through, as does 4. They all do except for 2 and 3. And we're going to show you Eden and Blue and some additional shops. All of the Edge Class series have what I refer to as the weird hallway. And this is the lightest and the brightest of all of them. The 3 that exist. This is like snow or frozen, and it's like mirrored walls. And it has this very eerie, ominous music playing, but at least it's light. On the Edge and on the Beyond, they're very dark hallways. And a lot of people don't really care for them. I think it's cool. It's a cool way to make something interesting of a hallway that would otherwise be boring. This is another great photo opportunity. It's a little seat. You can have someone sit there and take a great photo. This is the staircase that goes down to the deck 4 main dining room restaurants. And here is Blue. Blue is the dining room if you are in an Aqua Class cabin. It is exclusive for the Aqua Class guests. If they have availability, suite guests can request to eat in here. But I don't see why they would. They eat in Luminae. Blue is a gorgeous restaurant. And it's actually my favorite decor of all of the restaurants. It's just beautiful. That rose wall. Beautiful. So the theme is very similar in all of them across the ships fleet-wide. It's white and blue with roses. They all have the same carpeting. The chairs are different and some of the decor is different. They have this chandelier running along the ceiling on all of them. But it's absolutely lovely. It's a great place to eat, especially if you like the smaller venue. And again, it is for Aqua only. And now we're headed into the Eden space. And up here on the left is a Mont Blanc store where you can get various items. And here is Eden. Let's go take a look. Eden spans 3 decks. There's some restrooms, ladies and gentlemen, right here. As I was saying, Eden spans 3 decks. Decks 4, 5, and 6. So right now we're on deck 5. Here's some doors to go outside. And this is the main entrance to Eden. It's a very unique space.
That's okay.
There's lots going on in here. So they have the Eden Cafe, which is off to the far left. And they have a continental type breakfast. And they have lunch here. And let's see if I can show you. Oh, they have a little bit more than continental breakfast. Let's see. I think you can see that. And they have lunch as well. Lunch, they have fresh carved meats, paninis, soups, salads. And then there's a beverage station. You can get coffee and drinks over there. And then into the main Eden space. Let me come around this way. So here's some tables and chairs that you could sit and eat your food. I almost forgot. I wanted to show you the outdoor area for the Eden Cafe. It's really for anything. There's an outdoor seating area that very few people know about because it's over here in the corner. And it's certainly enough signage for it, but I think because it's tucked in the corner, nobody sees it. I've been out here probably a dozen times across the board on the different Edge class ships, and I've never seen one single person out here. And this is the Eden Public Area Bar. So you can see the bar over there. And they play live music here, different times throughout the cruise. It's a good place to just come and hang out. Now, I'm gonna take you up to deck 6 first. So there's a staircase here. It's kind of a half deck up. And I'm gonna start this way and go all the way around because it slowly elevates up to deck 6. So this is the absolute back of the ship. This is the aft. It's a great spot to sit for sail away or coming in or out of port. And it's a slow elevation. Let me just give you a quick look around the Eden from up above. And it's a slow elevated ramp as you go around. Slowly but surely takes you up to deck 6. Lots of seating. It's a little bit different than the Edge. More similar to the Beyond. And if you need a lift, you have accessibility. Here's a lift right here, and that goes down to decks 5 and decks 4. And then continuing around, now we're up on deck 6. But like I said, the only way to access Eden is from deck 5. And then you can go down to deck 4 in Eden or up to deck 6 in Eden. This is also a great spot for the Eden shows. They're typically 10:30 at night. And they have a couple during the week. They have a couple here and a couple in the club. I would sit against this wall here. It's a great spot. But there's definitely no shortage of seating anywhere on this ship. And that's Eden for deck 6. And I'm gonna go down these stairs here, and it'll take me back down to deck 5 where I came up. See, this is the spot where I came up, and I walked up over there. I just basically went around in a complete circle. And now I'm gonna walk back across the main deck 5 floor and go down to deck 4 of Eden. And here is the lift on 5. And off to the right, some sliding doors. And here's a smoking area outside of Eden. And there's some pretty cool artwork out here. So for those of you that are smokers, this is a smoking section. There's the lady looking through the window. And gorgeous view. We are in Fort Lauderdale today. Now we're gonna go back in and show you deck 4, the actual Eden restaurant. And the Eden restaurant is definitely one of the best ship restaurant experiences I have ever had. John and I ate at Eden for my birthday on the Beyond, and it was amazing. And we are going to eat here again this week, and we'll do a video of that. So you'll get to see it. So after you watch this video, if you're curious about Eden on the Apex, go ahead and look for the Apex Eden video. It's so beautiful. It's a specialty restaurant, so there's a fee. If you can book it ahead of time, there's always a discount online. But if you're Elite Plus or Zenith, you get a larger discount by doing it on board. There's an open kitchen, so you get to see all the food that they're cooking. And then that's deck 5, where the live music is, so you can hear the music while you're down here eating. Not a tremendous space, but it makes it really nice because it's more of an intimate dining feeling and experience. The lobster casserole is amazing. If you like lobster, I highly recommend it. I don't know why they call it a casserole, because there's nothing casserole about it. It's basically an entire lobster out of the shell in a bowl with a bunch of other delicious ingredients. And that's Eden. And that does it for us on deck 5.
Deck 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 are just cabins. So I will see you on deck 12.
Here we are on deck 12, forward. As I said, decks 6 through 11 have only staterooms on them, so there's no need to show you anything there. And the only thing located on deck 12 besides staterooms is Luminae. Luminae is the dining room for suite guests, and I can show you the location and we can take a peek inside. It's forward of the forward elevator bank. But because we are not in a suite or retreat this time, I actually can't go inside. But next month, John and I will be on the Apex for 4 weeks, and we will be in a suite, and we will be able to give you a full tour of the retreat and all of its areas. So this is Luminae. Oh, it's open. Okay, lucky us. This is the reception area. This is where you would check in with the host. And this is Luminae on the Celebrity Apex. This is where you would have your breakfast and dinner. Look how gorgeous this is. Isn't that beautiful? You would have breakfast and dinner here every day, and Lumine is open for lunch on embarkation day and sea days only. I highly recommend you have lunch at least once in Lumine. They have an amazing menu, and their menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is exclusive to just Lumine. You could see it's quite large. It's a lot bigger than the Lumine on the Millennium or Solstice class ships. The decor is beautiful. Let me zoom in. So pretty. And there you have it. Aren't we lucky? Okay, now we are going to head up to deck 14 and we'll see you there. Here we are on deck 14 forward, and we are going to go forward of deck 14 and show you the spa and fitness center first, and then we will go aft and show you the pool, the solarium, the spa, cafe, and juice bar, the master grill, and some restrooms. So immediately forward of the forward elevator bank on deck 14 is the spa. And it says the spa and fitness because they're connected by a staircase. It is just the spa that we're showing you here. Here's the entrance. Now, we're not allowed to go inside because there'll be guests that are having services done, but I want to show you the location of it. And this is the reception desk. This is where you would come to either make an appointment or to check in for an appointment. And down this hallway, this is where the thermal spa is located. You can see at the end of the hallway. Let's zoom in and see if we can see that. Those doors down there, it's the sea thermal suite. And that is where you would go if you are in an aqua class cabin. You have full access to that, unlimited and complimentary, as part of your aqua class cabin. So again, this is the spa waiting area and check-in, and down there is all of the treatment rooms. And there's a staircase here that goes up to the fitness area, and that's on deck 15. But on the elevator bank index, it shows that it's the spa and fitness center together on both decks 14 and 15 because you can access them. Okay, we are going to continue on deck 14, and now we're going to head in the aft direction, and we're going to take you outside to the main pool area. Right now, we're going to go into the solarium. This is the adult pool area. It's for ages 16 and older. There are some people in here. We're in port today. We're in Cozumel. So the ship is pretty empty, but not completely empty. This is the spa cafe. And at lunchtime, they put out small bites to eat that are complimentary. They also have a juice bar, and those juices are included if you have the premium package. And there's an area here where you can sit and enjoy your juice or the light bites that they put out. And then they have lounge chairs with cushions on them. The attendants put the towels on the chairs for you. There's a lovely pool in the center. And you can sit in here. It's temperature controlled, so it doesn't have the intense heat from the outside. So if you want to relax and sit by the pool without being terribly hot and without the sun, the solarium is the place for you. And then we're going to continue out. I'm going to go on the other side. Oh, there's some restrooms here in the back. And go around the other way. And we'll take you out to the main pool, which is really quite large. And the pool bar is out here.
And there's lots and lots of seats in the sun and in the shade. And here is a towel station. If you'd like to have extra towels, you can just grab as many as you'd like. But typically they are already on the lounge chairs. You can see here the attendants roll them up and put them on the chairs for you. There's no need for you to go to a towel station and check them out and give them your CPAS card or anything like that. They're just on the chair for you to use, and if you want extras, you can get them yourself at the towel station. And this is the main pool deck, and there's the pool bar. You just walk up a couple steps here and a couple steps again, and you can see there's a nice little seating area with some love seats and lots of sun deck chairs all around the pool. And they have servers walking around that can get you a drink and bring it to your chair for you, so you don't have to go to the bar if you don't want to. And over here on the left you can see a shower, and there's one on the other side of the pool as well.
That's a hot tub. That's up on deck 16. We'll take you there next. And they do lots of activities out here. Sometimes they have live music playing in the afternoons. And again, there is no shortage of seats. Deck 15 has a full sun deck. As you can see, this is open in the center. So that's deck 15 up there. Okay, so that's the pool area. Now we're gonna go into the Ocean View Cafe. They just started, well, they're not even open for lunch yet, so I think this is probably gonna be a good time for us. Hopefully it'll be empty. I'm just gonna give a quick walkthrough and show you. So here's the hand washing station. There's the elevator bank over there. So we are now just off of deck 14 aft elevator bank. There's the hand washing station, and right here to the right is Scoops. This is where you get your complimentary ice cream. And there's a small seating area over here for you to sit and eat. All the seating areas are on the outside, or right side if you will. And there is a second Cafe El Baccio up here at the Ocean View Cafe. And it has everything that the Cafe El Baccio on deck 4 has. It's very convenient. They moved the pizza to up here. It used to be in the back. Not sure why, but they're making the pizzas up here today. And again, they're setting up for lunch. So they have these different sections. This is the bakery. Look at all of this. Amazing. So they're in the process of setting up everything for lunch. And this is the ceviche station. Look at the little coconuts. And they have a self-serve drink station. And the chef's favorites. I'm just going to give you a quick look at some of the items that they have.
Madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good, how are you?
The guy coming up?
And they have a grilled favorite section where they have grilled meats and fish and chicken. And there's more spots here in the back. Lots and lots of seating at Ocean View Cafe. Now, this is typically where they do the pizza, where they make and serve the pizza. And I'm not sure couple days ago they switched it. So John and I are on a back-to-back, and this is the second week. Last week the pizza was back here, but when this cruise started they switched it to up front, and I'm not sure why. So this is where the pizza typically is, all the way in the back. And out here you have a seating area, so you can grab your food from Ocean View Cafe and you can come sit outside. It's a very nice space. There's a good amount of seats out here as well. And it's first come, first serve. And there's the continuation. We're just walking around. So Ocean View Cafe is just in a big circle. And there's more seating back here. There's another drink station. It's about 10 to 12 in the afternoon. So they are in the middle of switching over from breakfast to lunch. And that's why it's so empty. Lucky for me. And coming up here on the left is another drink station. Looking at water, ice. These are all complimentary. Fruit punch, passion, orange, guava, lemonade, apple juice, orange juice, and iced tea. They have coffee and tea. They have half and half milk and skim milk. Lots and lots of teas to choose from, and all of your sweeteners. And here we are back on the other side. They have a carving station. And today they have roasted duck. There you go. There's their carving station, roasted duck. And they are busy, busy, busy setting up. We have a sandwich station where they make paninis, lots of sides. This is your Asian food station. And they have a stir fry and pasta. This is Mexican. They have chicken and beef fajitas and all of the toppings. Chili, nacho chips, tacos, pasta. They have 3 different kinds of pasta and typically 3 different kinds of sauces. And then they have stir fry items that you can mix in and make your own pasta dish. And there's more seating. And we're coming to the end. And there's another hand washing station if you come in on this side. Hello. Good afternoon. And then here is a little front room. John and I like to eat in here. It's just a little cozy room. It's right at the beginning of the Ocean View Cafe on the opposite side of the ship. So right now we are in the aft of the ship. So this would be the starboard side. And just outside of the Ocean View Cafe on either side are restrooms. Here's the ladies' room here, and on the other side is the men's room. Now we're going to head back out to finish going around the other side of the pool deck. And I'm going to show you the magic carpet. So these are vests for little ones. They're required to wear them if they go in the pool under a certain age. There's an outdoor entrance to the ladies' room and an outdoor entrance to the gentleman's restroom on the other side. And there's a staircase here. And this staircase goes up to the rooftop garden and the sunset bar, and we're going to take you up there next. So this is the rest of the pool area. And over here on our right is the sunset bar. And on our left are cabanas, and these are for rent. So these are cabana areas. They have full cabanas like that one, and they have half cabanas like these. and you could rent those by the day. And this is the magic carpet. And during the day, it's just a place to hang out. And in the evening, they have a specialty restaurant here. And it goes from floor to floor, or deck to deck. So it does move throughout the cruise. And that is the magic carpet. And here's another staircase up here to go back up to the pool bar right there. That's the pool bar on the other side. And this is the masked grill. This is where you would come if you wanted a hamburger, hot dog, turkey burger, veggie burger, or french fries during the day while you're hanging out by the pool and you don't want to go inside. Or anywhere on the ship, you can come and get it. Hamburgers, hot dogs are ready to go. Veggie burgers and turkey burgers are made upon request. And they ask to give about 10 minutes. There's also a soft serve ice cream machine right there. You can come and serve yourself a soft serve ice cream cone. There's all the condiments, and there's also a drink station. This is the masked grill. And this brings us back into the solarium. And we have now done full circle on deck 14. And we will see you on deck 15. See you there. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really lets us know what you're enjoying. And it also helps out the channel quite a bit, and we appreciate it. Here we are on deck 15 forward at the elevator bank. And the only thing located here are the retreat lounge and the fitness center. The fitness center is forward of the elevator bank. So let's head there now and take a look. And this is the fitness center. This is free for everyone. Now typically they have loud music playing in here, so I may have to just walk through silently and show you the room. These are private consultation rooms where you can come and have a consultation with one of their fitness people and go over a fitness regimen for you. There's a charge for that. It's the fitness center, and I'm just gonna walk through. It's your basic fitness center. It has everything that you could possibly want, but usually there's music playing, so I'm gonna have to mute the background so that we don't have any copyright issues. Here we go.
That does it for the fitness center. Now we're going to head back to the elevator bank, deck 15 forward, and we're going to just show you just aft of the elevator bank is the entrance to the suite or retreat lounge. The retreat lounge is for guests that are staying in a suite. It's a lovely space for the guests to come and spend some time. They have a continental breakfast in the morning. They have drink servers throughout the day there to assist you. They have a light bite in the afternoon. And between the hours of 3:30 and 4:30, they have an afternoon tea that is served by some of the retreat butlers. There is a bar inside, and there's also a staircase that goes up to the retreat pool area and the retreat sun deck, and there's also a bar up there as well. We are not staying in a suite this time, so we don't have access. You would just tap your card here and those doors open. But next month, John and I will be staying in a suite on the Apex, and we will do a full video of everything retreat on the Apex at that time. Now we are going to head back down to deck 14 because there's an area that I want to show you that is only accessible from there. And as you can see, the deck has a break in it. Deck 15 has a break, so you cannot walk all the way through from forward to aft. Here we are back on deck 14, the pool deck. And as I said, there's an area that I want to show you that is only accessible from here. This staircase here on my left goes up to an area that is technically deck 15, but you can only access it from this staircase right here. And it is a very nice, lovely, quiet, and shaded space for you to come and sit and relax, read a book, have a cocktail, take a nap. No matter what you choose to do up here, it is a lovely space, and I'm not so sure if everybody is aware of it. But since I'm showing you deck 15, I thought I should include this spot as well. And on the other side of the bar, there is a space almost identical to this one, and I will take you up there now. The difference between the two sides is this is the smoking side. They look almost the same, but this one has ashtrays. For those of you that are smokers, this would be your outdoor pool smoking area. And as you can see, it's just as lovely as the other side. There are ashtrays at all of the different seating areas, and it is completely shaded. So again, a lovely space for you to come and spend some time and relax. And on this side, there's a staircase. And this staircase goes up to deck 16, which I will show you when we are on deck 16. I'll point it out from up there. Now I'm going to head over to deck 15 aft, and we'll see you there.
Deck 15 aft, elevator bank. So I went down to 14, walked over to aft, and then took the elevator up to 15. And here we have the rooftop garden. And I'm going to walk all the way around on deck 15. The jogging track is here, and you'll see it elevates up to deck 16. We have the rooftop garden and the sunset bar and the jogging track.
We'll go out this side, and I'm going to first take you all the way to the back of the ship. I'm going to take you to the aft section of deck 15 aft. And that is where the rooftop garden, the rooftop garden grill, and the sunset bar are located. And then after that, we will finish walking around on the jogging track and show you the remainder of the ship. Up here on my right is the rooftop garden. It is an absolutely gorgeous outdoor space. Here's one staircase to go up, but there's also this ramp that continues around the side. This is also part of the jogging track. And there's another staircase right here on my right. And we'll go up here. There's a large screen that they have on the rooftop garden, and they show movies. They actually happen to have a movie playing right now. And they also televise some major sporting events. It's such a beautiful space. It's one of my favorite spots on the ship. I love those butterflies and all of the plants and the decor, the furniture. And look at those nice large umbrellas. You can sit out here during the day and watch a movie and not bake in the sun. There's the screen with the movie playing. And as you can see, it's very spread out. There's lots of spaces. Some of the spaces are in the sun, and some of them you have the opportunity to sit under one of those large umbrellas. So the choice is yours. And back here is the Rooftop Garden Grill. It is one of the specialty restaurants on the Apex. You do need a reservation, and of course there is a separate charge for dining here. Jon and I have not eaten here yet, but as I said, we'll be back on the Apex next month, so maybe we will. And of course we'll do a video if we do. And you can see it's an open kitchen, so you can see exactly what they're making. And I mean, my goodness, the space is just gorgeous. So hopefully the food is just as wonderful as the space is. Now let's go out this side to head to the back to the Sunset Bar. This green path is the jogging track, and there are 2 lanes for the jogging track, a walking and a running lane. And there is a certain direction that they want you to go. So this way we are going to be headed in the correct direction on the jogging track. We're going to go around to the back and show you the Sunset Bar. But before we get there, I want to show you that the jogging track cuts off here and goes around to the other side of the ship. But we're going to go down these stairs and I'm going to take you to the Sunset Bar. This is a great spot for sail away. On the edge, they do not have this sail covering, and the Sunset Bar is a very hot spot because the sun beats on it all day. On the beyond, they actually went one step further, and there is a beautiful ceramic taverna built over the entire bar area. And in my opinion, it's the nicest of the Sunset Bars, especially on the Edge class series. So the Edge doesn't have any covering at all. Here on the Apex, they have at least this sail covering, and it makes it nice and shaded and tolerable to be able to sit out here. There's lots and lots of seating, lots of stools at the bar, and then of course you can see additional seating all the way around. This is a perfect spot for sail away. If you get here early enough, you'll get a seat. The only shaded seats are at the bar, but there are still plenty of seats out here. And again, it is a great spot for sail away. So that, my friends, is the Sunset Bar on the Celebrity Apex. And we are now going to continue on showing you the rest of Deck 15 and Deck 16. And I want to point out that straight ahead on the left is that green path. That is the jogging track. And we are going to walk alongside of it over here on the sun deck part. You can see all these additional sun deck chairs. There's definitely no shortage of places to sit on this ship. Whether it's in the shade or in the sun or inside or outside, it's just, there's seats everywhere. So here we are back on the jogging track. And the jogging track is interesting because there is a break in Deck 15. The jogging track goes from 15 aft, and it goes around and it slowly elevates up to Deck 16. Right here on the left is the entrance to the elevator bank that we came off of earlier, the deck 15 aft elevator bank. And there's a staircase that goes down to the pool deck of 14. And as we continue around, you can see over to the right, straight ahead, you can see the jogging track, how it elevates up. It slowly goes from deck 15, which is where we are now. And as soon as we come around this bend, oh, there's a ping pong table. So you could play some ping pong out here. And there's the walk and the run lane for the jogging track. But as soon as we came around that curve right there, it starts to elevate up. It's a very slow elevation. And if you look over across as it goes around, how that's deck 16 over there. So you're slowly coming into deck 16. It's a beautiful, and it's, I think, a very smart design, but doing the ship tour for the first time on the Edge, I was so confused. I'm going to be honest, I was very confused because I couldn't decide what deck I was on. Down there is deck 15. Up there is deck 16. And it all makes perfect sense now that I've done the ship tour of the Edge and the Beyond and now the Apex. There's the one hot tub and there's the other hot tub. Both entrances are on deck 16. But as I was saying, when you're trying to figure it out, and especially to do it as a tour and explain it to people, I was confused, but I get it now. So up here, straight ahead, now we are officially on deck 16, is one of the entrances to the retreat sun deck. So deck 16 forward is only the retreat sun deck and pool deck, and it's for suite guests only. You just tap your SeaPass card there and we'll give you a little peek inside. And over here, more lounge chairs, and there is the entrance to one of the hot tubs and a shower, and there is a restroom here. And as we continue on the jogging track to the other side of the ship, there is a second entrance to the retreat sun deck. It's same as the other one. You just tap your SeaPass card to get in. And this is the staircase that I was talking about earlier. This is the deck 15 smoking area that I was showing you, that you can come up from the pool deck, up that staircase down there, and you can also access it from deck 16. So if you're a smoker, you can access it from either deck 14 or deck 16. And of course, more lounge chairs. This is the top frame of the magic carpet. Obviously, the magic carpet doesn't come up here, but that's the frame for it. That's what that orange thing is. And more sun deck chairs. And this is actually the perfect view to show you the path of the jogging track. So you can see down there where those hands are, that's deck 14. And then right above it is deck 15. And that's where we started on the jogging track and started to walk around. And you can see it slowly elevates up. And when you get to the second hot tub, it's at deck 16 and comes around, and we are now officially on deck 16. And the remainder of deck 16 at this point is mostly just a sun deck with a lot of deck chairs. So coming up, if you continued to go straight rather than curve around on the jogging track, that's where deck 16 just kind of dead ends. That is the back of the ship, and there's nothing more to deck 16 over there. But coming around on the jogging track and going over to the other side of the ship, There's a shower here. There's some additional chairs, and there's the other hot tub. And you can see the jogging track now starts to go back down to deck 15. So it's just a complete loop around, and this brings us back to the rooftop garden where we came out after showing you the rooftop garden grill. Now the only thing left to see is deck 16 forward, where the entrance to the retreat, sun deck, and pool are. So we'll see you there. Here we are, deck 16 forward at the elevator bank, and the only thing located here is the entrance to the retreat, sun deck, and pool area. Because I'm not in a suite, as I mentioned earlier, I can't go inside, but I can show you the location and the entrances to it. There are sliding doors on either side of the elevator vestibule. You just tap your CPAS card here and the doors open, and it is the sun deck, the pool. There are 2 hot tubs, there's a bar, and they also serve a light lunch. This side is the same, but in addition, it is the entrance area to the individual Edge villas. As you can see there, there's Edge Villa number 102. Those are the back doors, if you will, to the individual Edge villas. And you can also access the rest of the retreat sun deck from this side as well. And that, my friends, concludes our ship tour of the Celebrity Apex. We certainly hope that you have enjoyed watching it as much as we have enjoyed showing it to you. As a reminder, John and I will be on the Apex for 4 weeks. God willing, everything goes okay with John. And we will be in a suite from February 18th to March 18th. And at that time, we will do a full video of the retreat area. So you guys can keep an eye out for that. And in the meantime, we thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your support more than you know. And as always, we hope you have a wonderful day.